Hey, it's Taryn. It's time for Sunday Reads. So if all has gone according to plan, my camera and microphone are working and I am in the screen, all of me. The head part is a bit iffy, but we'll see. So I missed last week's Sunday Reads for, reasons of sleepiness and camera malfunction, but I'm back. Over the last 2 weeks, I have finished 3 books. I finished Assassin's Apprentice, the first in the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb, the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, and I always forget the title, Since Yesterday, the 1930s in America, September 3rd, 1929 to September 3rd, 1939. I wonder why I always forget that. By Frederick Allen. The Assassin's Apprentice is a reread for me, as I think I've mentioned before, and I did it as a buddy read with a bunch of people. Nicole from Nicole's Adventures in SFF and Brock from Let's Read, and a few other people whose channels I don't know, but Winks and Luisana. I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting to know them a little bit better. Assassin's Apprentice is something I read because my brother had it, hidden away in a box in the garage, which I was like, are you crazy? Why do you have your books in a box in a garage in Florida when there's no air conditioning? But, that's why I read it, so I guess I should say thank you to my brother for that. I really enjoyed it the first time I read it, and I enjoyed it just as much this time. It's about a young boy named, well, he's not really named, but he's the bastard son of the heir to the throne, Chivalry, and his mother's father, so I guess his grandfather, one day when he's 6-year-old, drags him to the keep and hands him off to the guard and says, this is Chivalry's son, I've fed and clothed him for the last 6 years and I'm tired of it, so you take him now. And it goes from there. Obviously, a illegitimate child of the heir to the throne is kind of going to put a kink in a bunch of people's spines, so things don't go so smoothly for him, and there's a lot of court intrigue and plotting, but he does have some really interesting opportunities come up, like training to be an assassin and some various other skills that he acquires and people he meets along the way. And I remember the series kind of getting more serious and a little less enjoyable for me, but I do remember the beginning was always a strong start, and it definitely was as I remembered, so I kind of hope that I like the ending better this time, but I'm going to keep reading because I would like to continue on to the Tawny Man trilogy and eventually the Live Ship trilogy. So thank you to all of my group. I apologize that I sort of got swept up into it and read it a little too fast, but it was fun, so thank you. I also read the 5th season as a buddy read with Catherine from The Android's Conundrum and Chris from Christopher's Book Nook. Blah, blah, blah. And it was... The last book I read by her was The Killing Moon, and I enjoyed the world building and the history that was told and the magic system, but it was kind of a letdown, especially towards the end. So I had heard a lot of good things about the 5th season, and all of them are true. It's a fantastic story with an amazing, plot, and it has, basically it's about a world in which there are origins, and these origins are able to manipulate the earth, and they can cause earthquakes, and they can calm earthquakes, and they can do all sorts of things using that sort of ability, and they are hated and controlled in this world. The story is split into 3 different lines about 3 girls, Damaya, Cyanite, and Essun, and it follows their journeys as they go through the most traumatic periods in their lives. So it was really good. I think a lot of people have talked about it, so I'm not going to go into any more detail than that, but if you enjoy fantasy and you enjoy good world building and fantastic characters who are fairly well developed, then you would probably enjoy the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. So thank you to Chris and Catherine for reading this one with me. I had a good time. And finally, I finished my book about the 1930s in America, and it was a lot drier than the last one, I think, because it focused a lot on the economy and politics because the Great Depression was going on at that time, so there was a lot less focus on culture and a more focus on the economic aspects of the Great Depression and the upcoming war, I guess. There wasn't so much culture going on in the United States at that point as much as just trying to keep your shirt on your back. So it was a lot drier, but it was very informative. I learned some stuff about the New Deal that I never knew, and about Franklin Roosevelt that was frankly surprising to me, because they sort of, gloss over that part in your history classes in high school here. So I thought that I learned a lot reading it, even though it was a bit of a slow read. I have just started reading The Falling Woman by Pat Murphy with Rachel Calinati, and I am super excited to get to another Pat Murphy book. She wrote The City not long after, which I absolutely adored, and so this one, I've been really looking forward to it, and I've read up to chapter 4 by now, and it's really cool. It's about a woman and her daughter and the excavation of Mayan ruins, and it's got that sort of same dream-like quality, and it's dreamlike, but it also is extra, like, real and hard-hitting, and I just really enjoy that combination, and I am definitely looking forward to finishing this one. So I went out today with a friend, and we went to Harajuku, and we had Australian Mexican, and it was delicious, and I know I've talked about that place before, but I love it. And we went earring shopping, and I got some earrings for my mom. She'd asked for some, like, edgy earrings. I don't know. I picked some that are, I guess, kind of edgy, but they're not like spikes or anything. I don't know what she wants, but I picked out some, and I think she'll like them. And I also got, for myself, my third piercings just keep getting infected because I keep taking the earrings out, because the post ones just aren't comfortable, ouch, aren't comfortable to sleep in. So I have gone out and bought tapers. Like, I don't know, can you even see those? Basically, they stretch your ears. So I'm going to stretch my ears out to 16 gauge and then put these lovely hoops through them, and I can just keep those in while they heal, and only, take them out once a week, and I can sleep in them and stuff. So I will just do that for as long as it takes for them to heal properly. So maybe a year I'll leave them in, because they've just been so much trouble, and I'm tired of it, but I'm so angry that they're not allowed to close because they've given me so much trouble. So yeah, that's what my week's looking like it's gonna be. Stretching and pain and healing, I guess. Actually, I won't do it this week because this ear has to finish healing, so maybe in a couple weeks. But yes, that is what I'm doing, and I don't know what else I'm doing. So I'm going to stop talking now and ask you how you're doing. Have you done anything exciting, or do you have any plans, or are you reading anything really good or really bad? I'd love to hear about it. But I think that's it for me, so until next time.